So are you ready to tell them our big news?
I think it's time.
All right, let's get started. Hi, I'm Ashley, and this is my husband, Brian.
Hey, everybody.
And we have a lot to catch up on. So I wanted to kind of let you in on our lives, what's been going on. I know a lot of you have noticed I've been absent on YouTube for a few months. So I wanted to catch you guys up and tell you a big announcement.
Full transparency, I'm probably the reason you've been absent for a while.
It's okay. So are you ready to tell them our big news? So if you're new here, you might not have known we have a Christian clothing business that my husband has been running behind the scenes. And he's been doing everything. You're such a rock star. I'm so proud of you. And what did you do in June?
I quit my job.
What kind of job?
I used to work for corporate America.
Mm-hmm.
And I quit.
Yeah? Did you make like a little bit or a lot of it?
We did good. Ashley was a stay-at-home mom, and my corporate job enabled us to make it through 8 years of our kids' lives like that.
Yeah, he quit his corporate job to go all in on our t-shirt business.
Leap of faith.
A leap of faith, literally. But I wanted you to explain like what led you to this point and to kind of explain where we're going on this channel. Because I know a few of you noticed some sporadic things. I was trying out new things. Full disclosure, I have been a little bit, what do you say? Not panic mode, but
just kind of like confused.
Confused, stressed, worried.
A little lost, trying to figure out what you're supposed to do.
Yeah. And so
feeling like the pressure's all on you.
Yeah. And so I think that's was reflected in my videos. I was just throwing a lot of things out there. But we'll get into that later. I want to tell you more about that. But let's talk more about our business, and I'm going to insert some video while we're chatting of our new craft room. It's phenomenal in here. Let me just give you props here. This man is so organized. If you've seen my old videos of my craft room, yours is completely different. And so there's nothing on the floor. Everything is in its place, like properly organized, like spotless. And it always looks like this every time I come up here.
Yeah, that's the only way we can function.
So he's got so many systems in place. So I want you to talk about like how did you get confident enough? I am still technically a stay-at-home mom to take this leap of faith and go all in on our business. Like, how did you get to that point? Like, tell us a little bit behind the scenes of like maybe someone's stuck in corporate America and they're like ready, but they don't know. Like, tell us what you did to kind of prepare for this moment.
So I guess the big thing is we have to start by saying the behind the scenes has been almost 2 years of building our company up to this point to where we are comfortable. I've hinted at this even I think when we started this shirt company, that our Christian clothing company, that I was going to leave corporate America and go all in. And at that point you did look at me.
I did. I said, no.
Said, that's not how this works. But then we got to the point where we started feeling confident, started feeling comfortable. We know our systems and processes. We know what we have in the product. And
so you were in sales, just to put it out there. He was in sales, corporate America. You were a rock star.
We did okay. We did enough to provide and to get to the position where we're at because we were able to save, So
yeah.
Without corporate America, we wouldn't be here right now in this position because we do have a little bit of a cushion. Mm-hmm. But knowing cost and knowing the behind the scenes of how much it's going to cost us to operate this and running a company that is extremely lean, like we make nothing until after the order's prepared, so we can have hundreds of SKUs. Actually, we have over 1,000 SKUs.
So we have a made-to-order business. So we have all blank shirts and all transfers, and we'll show you that in a later video. But we make everything made to order. So we have no piles of inventory just hanging out in the shelves. So it's very lean and very efficient. And so you're such a spreadsheet guy. He figured out exactly our costs, even down to the little poly mailer and what else did you calculate? The tags, even the promotional bookmark we put in there. And then he calculated how many shirts we would have to sell to make the same thing he made in corporate America. It's actually not that big of a number that we thought it was going to be. And so it's super attainable for us. And that's what made it a little bit easier to jump in because like you said, we've been doing this for 2 years behind the scenes and we're almost to the point of that number, but not quite. So it definitely took a leap of faith. We were there a little bit of our number we needed each day But for him to go all in and really get to that number to replace his corporate income, he had to quit his corporate job. I mean, the time and the money, you had to like swap it, right?
Oh yeah, well you can do 50% in 2 different jobs and you're only going to get 50% result in 2 different jobs. So my whole thing with Ashley was, hey, let's go all in, let's go 100% and let's see where it can go.
Okay, another thing I wanted to talk about is we created a brand and we created a evergreen type t-shirt model. So we are not chasing holidays. Hallelujah. I know back in the day when I did my embroidery, it was all about Easter, Christmas, like it was a grind to get all these new products up. We are literally selling the same shirts over and over and over and over again. So it makes our processes so much easier because he knows exactly like the process. It's not like me trying to embroider a backpack that I've never embroidered before and then go do vinyl on a cup that you know what I mean? Like it made our processes super simple. He comes up here and just knocks all his orders out. Bashes everything, and so we'll do a vlog on that. What do you think about like not having a ton of colors, and like can you talk about like how we're keeping it pretty lean?
Yeah, I would say being lean is the most efficient way to be, because if you have 20 colors, well now you need 20 smalls, 20 medium, 20 large, extra, and so on. So now we have 6 total colors that we operate with, and we go all the way up to from small to 4X, and all of our stock is behind us on shelves. And so it's super lean. We've got screens that literally take up a 2 foot by 3 foot radius to cover 100 different screens. So operating lean makes it easy, makes it super efficient. And like Ashley was saying, instead of having to go and try and like recreate the wheel every single order, we're processing the orders as they come, but there's no recreating. It's everything's created. Now it's just got to be applied and shipped out.
So you'll be seeing a lot more of the hubby in my videos, and we're gonna. Did you just make a face?
It was a smile on a head turn.
A smile and a head turn. Okay.
Is that not okay?
I mean.
Do you want me to do the smile without the head turn?
No. So that's where my shift on my YouTube channel is going to come into play, and I'm going to let him go wrangle the kids.
I really don't want to leave. I'm kind of
I'm so nervous with you in
No,
here.
you're doing phenomenal, and I just like to be next to you and just listen to you talk. So
please don't.
So Ashley's pivot on her business is going to be fun, because now she is going to take our clothing brand and show how she can work social media. We've operated solely off of the internet, and now we're trying to create an outreach and create a brand. And so Ashley's going to show how she can create a following, how she can reach people, and how she can turn our business, which is just internet based, into a brand where people want to keep coming back for recurring purchases because they believe in our product.
So I have pretty much said, here's how to do. I taught him how to use the heat presses. You were crafty, so you kind of knew a little bit. I taught him the placement, how to use the heat presses, the systems, and then I kind of said, have at it.
She kicked me out of the craft room
I kicked him out of the craft room. It just didn't go with his aesthetic in the pink
So
door.
she moved me into our master closet.
Okay.
And finally our son said, I want a different room, and it opened up this room 1.5 years later. But so to say I made an upgrade in a room size, I'm super excited.
He's very excited. But what I was getting to is I'm not going to throw you in the bus, but he doesn't really know social media at all. You're not even really, do you have a social media? You have a Facebook, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know how to use it.
He doesn't know how. How many followers do we have on Instagram for our brand? Like
140.
140, and I think those are mostly like your friends.
And we've been on there for 2 years.
And so I've kind of had my own thing and let him do his own thing, because it was just a little, I would say, a side hustle. He had corporate America, going to his job, and now I am gonna show how I can take that little tiny Instagram and really make it blossom and like teach him the techniques. And so I think it'd be useful to tell you guys as well, because some of you might be like him and not know about like how to make a reel, or how to work with an affiliate, or how to just do basic social media skills.
Full transparency, I know none of it. Not too ashamed to say it.
I try to teach you how to do a reel one day.
I just like to kind of be behind the scenes.
He does. And he is so good. So we're going to use our strengths that we have. He is phenomenal at customer service, systems and processes, creating the shirts. I do not like to do that at all.
And she's pretty good at the other stuff. The social media.
I love social media, marketing, online branding, really figuring out who our customer is and how to target them. That's my jam. So we are going to smush both of our skills together and really try to make this business
blossom.
Grow.
Head in this type of direction.
So I will be taking on this new role to do all of our social media, online marketing, branding. I'm super excited. But as you can tell, your branding's different than my preference. So I'm excited for the challenge because our target market is not me at all.
Polar opposite
of me. But I'm not the target customer, and I think once we figured that out, it made it so much easier for me to zone in. So the pink wall, there won't be a pink wall. This is a black wall. Someone asked YouTube. I should have sneak peek of our room. They're like, why the black wall? They were very confused.
Hope this helps your confusion.
So I'm excited to show that I can market and brand and use social media for something other than pink, sparkly, and monogram. So I'm very excited.
I'm just excited to work with you.
I know.
You kicked me out a year and a half ago, and now I finally get to be in the same room.
So literally the whole side of our house, in the upstairs, my office is right over there. There's a closet and a bathroom in between. And then his office is here. So we have a whole wing of the house that we're going to have for offices. So I'm excited. I'm going to let him go.
I'm still not leaving.
Why?
Because this is the fun part. This is where I just get to listen.
Stop.
This is my
He
word
makes
now.
me so nervous. Okay.
Can we talk about that for a second? Like, why do I make you nervous?
I don't know. I don't like... So for the longest time, I wouldn't let him watch my YouTube videos. And I don't think...
I would secretly watch them because I was super proud of her. And she'd be like, oh, you watched it?
I don't think... I feel like maybe a handful of people know that I have a YouTube channel.
This is true.
I don't think many. I don't even think some of your family or my family know. Really.
Majority don't.
No, I don't want people watching me. That makes me nervous. You guys are fine. You guys watch me. But my family and friends...
She likes to film in silent where she talks to like just you guys. She doesn't want us being a part of this.
So, anywho, okay. So, again, back to the YouTube channel. I feel like the last time I posted was, May of 2023. And, man, I was struggling at that time. Like,
you were fishing.
I was fishing because, full disclosure,
I told her I was leaving my job, so she started stressing, trying to figure out how to make some money.
Yeah.
And reach more people.
So, before, it was fun. And we were making crafts, we were doing all these types of fun things, and I didn't really look at the money. As long as money was coming in, that was just, I hate to say it, but that was not my fun money, but that was the money I was making.
Yeah.
Then, when I was presented with that you were thinking of leaving your corporate job, I started to panic. Because my views were down on YouTube. When your views are down, that means the money you make goes down. That means the amount of people that click through your affiliate links goes down. I could not get views like I was before. And when I actually looked back at my old videos, the time it took me to make some of these videos, and when I looked at like what I actually made from those videos, it was like sickening. It was heartbreaking. And so I really had I don't want to say come to Jesus moment, but... Well,
we put pen to paper and
Mr.
numbers
Spreadsheet,
together.
Put numbers together, and we figured out, it wasn't achieving the goals that I wanted, and so my failures were on full display. I mean, when I changed topics sometimes, I would try to get more views, like the Dollar Tree videos.
You worked for a long time on that.
I worked so hard on some Dollar Tree videos because it's like, well, maybe people like these. They like them on other craft channels. They'll like them on my channel. No, they didn't. And then I was like, and I didn't really like going to the Dollar Tree, so I think I was striving to be someone who I wasn't. I didn't want all that junk in our house. Like, ugh.
Lord.
I was getting so overwhelmed with all the stuff I was having to make and create and spend money on. So I was spending all this money trying to make things to get people to watch, to buy the things, and that's just not who I am, and I didn't feel good about that. So then I tried to switch it completely, like 180, and I'm like, well, if no one likes my embroidery videos, if no one likes my Dollar Tree videos, let me make like a lifestyle type video and put some crafting in it. How'd that one do?
I don't think it did very well.
It did not do very well at all. And I actually got some very kind of like nasty messages, and I don't think I responded to one or two of them. I was very nice about it. But
well, I guess the one thing I'd like to say is there's a lot of behind the scenes work that you put into this stuff, and sometimes it gets frustrating when somebody might watch your video and they do make a comment that's like, man, I just put 20 hours into this video, and then it's like
for free.
You get punched in the face a couple times. It's like, wow, that hurt.
Yeah, I think most of it hurts when it's on my tutorial videos and then someone comments that I'm doing it wrong. I'm like, well, you do your video. I mean, I know that sounds terrible, but it does take a lot of time. I edit my own videos, and what would you say, like 2 to 3 days on a tutorial video?
Well, I mean, it's, yeah.
Of filming, editing, getting all the things, if not more. So if you think about that, what's 8 times 3? 24?
24. You'd have 24 to 30 hours in a video to get 1,000 views.
If that.
Right.
Yeah. So, and then I started to look at my analytics and like how much money I was making from those videos, and it just wasn't worth the time and my investment. And I hate that it's not, and I wish I was getting more views, but I hope you can understand that now I'm in a position where I don't have the time to just like make a video for the sake of making a YouTube video. When I make one, it's got to be worth my time. It's got to be either something we're doing in our business that I can give you tips on. It has to be something where I can possibly make money through a brand deal or affiliates.
I mean, at the end of the day, it's got to be revenue generating activities.
Yeah.
And
look at you learning.
She sent me a couple videos and told me to watch them.
I always used to get onto him and said, is this a revenue generating activity or is this just busy work? I mean, come on.
So I'm excited because now she gets to do what she loves, and she gets to do it to help to grow our family business, where I don't know if you know what it's like to take a leap of faith and to not have any money coming in other than a couple shirts a day and say, hey, you're really good at this. Let's implement what you are really good at and watch this thing grow right before our eyes. Sorry, Ashley hit me under the table and said I was talking too much, so I'm just going to...
No. Okay, so you were saying, like, so now on the channel, what you're going to see is pretty much us hustling to pay for our...
to pay for our lives. To put food on the table.
So pretty much now, you're gonna see a shift, and I apologize if you don't like the shift. I mean, but at the end of the day, we have to do what's best for our family. So you're gonna see us hustling behind the scenes. You're gonna see some work with me vlogs. There will still be some embroidery, sublimation, vinyl, but that's gonna be kind of like here and there. There's not gonna be any cutesy tutorials for a while because we are gonna be just grinding, trying to make our business grow. And I'm hoping to pass along the tips and tricks that I'm doing, implementing in our business to you guys, because I think it's super helpful to provide like the social media tips, those marketing tips, the branding tips, the tips and tricks we're doing with our business, making the shirts, that process. There's so many things I have to share that I've been teaching him, that I've been like writing down. I was like, oh, I need to show them how to do this or how to do this. My fun activity to do, I like learning about business and social media. Like, I don't read fiction books. We don't really watch TV. I like learning about business and social media. So I have so much stuff up here and I just spit out at him all the time. So I'm excited to share that with you guys as well.
And we're excited because now we get to do this together, and selfishly, we both like to be around each other a lot.
We do. We're a little weird.
We're weird.
I think people think
and
we're
around
weird.
Our family.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, this is a family business, and we're going to show you how to start a business, grow a business, and do it within the confines of your home so you can see that, hey, anything's possible as long as you just put forth the activity. You learn, like she's a student of the game and she's learning all this stuff. So it's going to be fun to watch. It's going to be pretty exciting. And even if you want to just know what's 1 + 1 or how to put all of your products in packages to make sure you understand what your true cost is versus...
Yeah, that's a good video. See, he's good with the spreadsheets. Me, not so much.
Man.
Like...
Every penny counts.
It's a little like, sometimes like, I don't need you to know every penny. Like, okay, thank you.
I'll start crunching her numbers and I'll say, hey, you realize that 40 hours you spent last week, you made a total of $27.
Yeah. So I think you helped me so much to figure out really what was working and what's not. And I'm not afraid to admit that I have failures, and I think it's good to put it out there. Like, I'm not counting it as like a failure as a bad thing. It's just propel me where I need to go. And so if I didn't have those experiences and all of that knowledge built up while I was trying to do things, I would have the skills I have to put towards our business. So I definitely count those as a blessing. And even though it's out there, like I think about my monogram box and how much work and how much I loved it, but it was so not profitable once you crunch the numbers. I was like, I love it so much, and my customers loved it, but it was not worth all the time that was put into it to make pretty much.
Well, you tried. You poured your heart and soul into it, and sometimes when you do that, you care more about the end product than you do about your profits.
Yeah.
And after you look at it and you say, man, 40 hours last week went to making $27, you're like, dang, I really enjoy this.
Yeah.
And that's when it's hard too, though, is because when you enjoy something and then you realize you're not reaping anything from it, it's like, dang.
And I think that's where I was with my YouTube channel. Like, people said they wanted to see certain videos and then they didn't watch them. And so therefore, it makes it super hard to make any money if no one watches your videos. So it's...
The cool thing is too, though, is all this is crafting, all this is embroidery, all this is everything that you've always presented.
Everything we've done is just going to be a little more business minded because we are going to be trying to feed our family and pay our bills. So I am excited. Thank you all who stuck around and stuck with me while we figured things out. I really appreciate your sweet comments. I mean, it really meant a lot to me when you guys responded the way you did to some of my videos that I was testing.
And I will say, we've had some pretty cool messages of people that have just reached out talking about you, and how awesome you are, and how people enjoy watching you. And so for me, as a husband, it's humbling because I'm getting people reaching out on another business that doesn't even, just how everything intertwines. And so thank y'all for the support, because it is humbling, it's encouraging, and we're excited about the future.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching today. If you want to check out our t-shirt brand, you can go to eternallyequipped.com. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Well, I think it would be fitting that if you do want to buy something, because that's what happens when you go look at a website, I think we should offer like a 20% discount to everybody.
Look at you.
And so if you type in Ashley, A-S-H-L-E-Y, all caps 20, that would get you 20% off an order if you do want to support what we got going on.
Oh, that's so sweet, son.
Well,
I didn't know you were going to do that.
The people follow you, so it's the least we can do, right?
So thank you for joining me today, Hubs. And
I've been begging her to be on her channel for like 2 years now. So if you like this type of video where I'm included, just make sure you put that in there because she'll have me back on.
So we'll be doing some work with me because
we technically work together now.
And so I can't wait to take you guys along this journey and show you everything behind the scenes we've been working on. I'm really proud of you, hon. So, and I think that's it for today. So make sure you hit that like button. Thank you guys for being with me while I was gone for a little bit. And until next time, bye for now.
We've still got another month of summer vacation, so she's not like jumping right back into it either. We're taking off.
Okay.
We do want to let you know we still got another month left before we really kick off like diving all the way in on a daily basis, because we're trying to have some summer with our 8 and 6-year-old and have as much fun as we can.
Yeah. So you'll see us back in August, really full force. And until then, we might drip out a few little videos or a few little shorts until then. But I hope you guys have a great rest of your summer, and we will see you soon. Bye for now.